Anyone can memorize a deck of cards. Even if you're 5 years old, even if you got ADHD, and yes, even if you're from Texas. As long as you can open a can, you can memorize a deck of cards. Memorized deck is perfect for those of you who are bad at sleight of hand, because there are a lot of miracles that you can do with very little or basic sleight of hand. But if you are really good at those sleights, and if you're a master with the passes and the palms, the memorized deck becomes deadly. Now I'm going to teach you my methods on how I memorize the deck of cards within a week. Just 30 minutes of practice a day. Some of you guys might even learn in 3 hours. Some of you guys might take a whole month. But if you're from Texas, it's probably going to take you a whole year. Now, it's not a race, so it doesn't matter how long it takes you. All that matters is that you have the cards memorized. It's important for this method to be effective that you take 30 minutes out of your day to memorize the cards. But I know that some of you guys are going to have excuses like, but I don't have any time. Now look, you can do it throughout the day. When you're waiting in line at a grocery store, when you're in the bathroom, just do it in your head, So no excuses. The only excuse is laziness and procrastination. All right, so the first step is figure out which stack is right for you. I went with Mnemonica and I had to stick with it. So I'm not gonna change stacks. So realize that when you pick a stack, you're gonna have to stick with it. So are you gonna memorize Mnemonica, Aronson, Redford? It's up to you. Do your own research. Now let's actually get into how you memorize a full deck of cards. Now I know that looking at 52 cards all at once looks really overwhelming and discouraging, but trust me, anyone can do it. I don't care what excuse you have. If you have bad memory, you can do this. Throughout our days we memorize so many things. You can memorize a deck of cards, okay? If you can memorize a number, if you can memorize your address, your zip code, you can memorize this. One thing I want you guys to understand is that you're not memorizing the order of the cards. You're not memorizing the sequence. What you're really memorizing is the position of each card. So the 6 of spades, I know that that's the 15th card. And the next card is the 16th, the 5 of spades. And then the 9 of hearts, which is the 17th card. And then the king of clubs. You're memorizing the position. So if you were to cut here, I know that that's the 27th card. And I know that I have 27 cards in my hand. Okay? So first thing you want to start off with is the first 5 cards. Just memorize the position of each card. And if you can do the first 5 cards, you can do the entire deck. Okay? So 4 of clubs, number 1. 2 of hearts, number 2. 7 of diamonds, 3, 4, 5. Memorize that. And now what you do is you shuffle the cards. Shuffle the cards. 7 of diamonds, that's 3. That's 1. That's 4. That's 2. And that's 5. Do that. Memorize the order of it. And then you can put it, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So what you want to do is take a deck of cards, preferably an old deck of cards, because you don't want to mess up any of the cards that you actually use. And let's say these were the first 5 cards. What you want to do is on the back, this is the 3rd card. You put a big old 3, just like that. Number 27, that's 2 of clubs. That's the 27th card. 4 of hearts, that's the 5th card. Just like that, you're writing a big old number in the back. 52. So you're doing this with the first 5 cards. and then mix these up, and then just by the number, test yourself. That's the 9 of diamonds, that's the 7 of diamonds, that's the 2 of clubs, and that's the 4 of hearts. So that's pretty much what you do. So now that you got the first 5 down, you do the first 10. And that's what you're gonna practice for the whole day. Just the first 10. Just the first 10. Doing what I told you. You put the number in the back, you turn them over, and then you test yourself. Another way to test yourself is by doing the same thing, but you reverse some cards. So like a triumph shuffle, right? You reverse a few cards. So now that's the 7 of diamonds, that's the 27th card, that's the 5th card, and that's the 9 of diamonds. So just like that, you're testing yourself, you know, over and over, and you're improving your memory on the entire order. Alright, so I've broken it up into sections, and all you have to do is do it section by section. You can do it day by day if you want, or you can do it all in one day. I don't care. But this is essentially what you do. You do the first 10 on your first day, or the first 5. And then the next day, you do the ones that are from 10 to 20. So this is the next 10. And then, after you have these memorized, then you put these together. And then you test yourself and you quiz yourself. And then the next section. And then you put these together. And so on and so forth. Now, like I said, it's not a race. So it doesn't matter if you do it in a day or in a month. Just as long as you have the order down correctly. And, you know, you can go through the entire deck and quiz yourself and get it all right. Alright guys, so apart from doing this and memorizing it with a deck of cards, you can also get an app. It's on the App Store. It's for free. It's called Mnemonica Trainer. So you just download it, and it's basically the same exact idea, where it quizzes you by showing you the numbers or the back of the card, or the face of the card. And then you have to guess either the card or what position it is in. Alright guys, so a really cool trick that you can do as you're memorizing the deck. You really only need to memorize about 20 or half the deck to do this trick. So basically, the way it goes is you have the spectator cut a packet. You have them cut, and then you tell them how many cards they have. So I know that they have 17 cards. So they count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Now, that's powerful on its own. And you only really need to memorize half the deck. For me, this really motivated me to memorize the full deck, because I only had half the deck memorized. And the reason why it motivated me is because if I perform something, I'm going to want to perfect it. So going out there and performing it made me realize that, you know, I'd really like to get better at this, and I gave it my best, and I memorized the full deck after that. Alright, so this is really simple. Basically, you really have them cut as many cards as they want. And you know, the reason why it's good is because, you know, most people are just going to take about a quarter. They're not going to take, like, you know, the whole deck. So, you know, you can do this when you only have like 20 cards memorized. So they cut, and then the secret is you just peek at the top card. So I know that that's 18. So I know that 17 is in here. And that's how you do that. Alright guys, that's about it. Now, the only thing left for you to do is to just do it every single day. 30 minutes or more, or however much you feel you need, or if you want to do it all in one day. But don't get discouraged. I know it seems difficult, but it's really not. And it's gonna take your magic up here. Like, you're gonna be a god. You're gonna be doing miracles. You're not gonna be doing tricks anymore. Forget about tricks. You're a god doing miracles. If you guys enjoyed the content, not the cotton, remember to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to see more memorized deck videos, let me know, and I'll show you guys some more powerful, amazing secrets. Take care.